What is up, YouTube? This is Def Gandalf coming to you with another video, and this is the first video in my Becoming a PC Gamer series. I am switching from PS3 to PC for the next gen. I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. A, because I wanted the full PC experience, and I've been wanting to switch to PC for a while now, but now I have the resources available to me to do so. And the second reason was because the PS3 is now not preceded, but well, let's just put it this way: the next gen consoles have released, and so I would have been dropping $400, but I ended up dropping $810 for a gaming PC capable of running Battlefield 4 on ultra settings. So when I went to go get a PC or look at PC items and parts, I had a choice to make. This is a rather big choice. It was whether to build it myself, use a custom configurator such as iBuyPower or IronsideComputers.com, or to get a Dell or HP or something like that and either upgrade it or drop a heck of a lot of money more to get the same specs. So what I did was I looked at them logically. Any pre-built system that you do not build yourself, the company will be charging they'll be charging more money than what the parts cost, because they want to make a profit off the machine when they sell it to you. So therefore, I decided that building my own computer by ordering parts off of Newegg.com would be my cheapest option, and I could also get exactly what I want. Now, on the other hand, we also have PC companies such as Dell and HP and Lenovo and Asus, and I really like Asus just all around, but I just decided that rather than try to get a Dell and upgrade it, I mean, it would just be less hassle to go in and build it myself, because I would be completely revamping the system. So then, once I decided that I was going to build a computer myself, I had to decide the parts that I wanted to get. So what I did was I just started researching, figured out how to build a computer. I mean, you kind of have to know how to do that in order to do it. So I looked up how to do it, looked at a few different tutorials that all did it different ways, and now I have a very good understanding of how to do it and what each part does. And once I attained that knowledge, I went on Newegg and for about a year made a wish list that costed $800. $800 was my original budget, and I just updated it every other day or so for about a year's time, and I mean, kept it right in that price range, got the absolute best parts I could for $800. And then about 2 months ago, I raised my budget up to $850. So I did the same thing that I had been doing. And now I have the opportunity I had the opportunity to buy the parts. And so this is what I ended up getting. So for my CPU, I got an AMD FX 6350. It is a 6-core AMD CPU, Vishera, which is the newest FX version, I guess. It is 3.9 gigahertz, 4.1 gigahertz turbo, AM3 Plus socket, and I mean, this is just a great buy. AMD processors are the best for anything, in my opinion, probably from $1,000 down, maybe even $1,200 down. That can be argued. Intel definitely gives you better performance, but you have to pay about $100 more. So this CPU, my AMD FX 6350, retails for about $135, I believe, and its performance is just below the Intel i5 4670K, which retails at about $235. So therefore, I made the obvious choice, and instead of dropping $235 on an i5, I got this CPU. Now, granted, the CPU is not as good in benchmarks or any of that, but in actual gaming performance, it is very, very similar to the i5. Almost negligible difference in most games. Now, the 6 core means that it has 6 physical cores, and this makes it very good for newer games such as Battlefield 4 that utilize more than 4 cores. It actually surpasses the i5 4670K in some tests. Now, granted, the 4670K is still better overall if you have the money, but this is definitely the better value in the 6350. Now, it is an even better value because I got it on Black Friday sale for $120, which is the same as the FX 6300. Now, that is a CPU that I'd really recommend because it is just slightly less performance than the 6350, like a 2 to 3 frame difference in most games. And it is about $15 cheaper. So that's what I'd recommend doing. But when this came on sale for $120, which is the same price as the FX 6300, I nailed it. And then, as another bonus, it also came with Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. That was on special, so I got a free game out of it. Granted, it's not an amazing free game. It's not a AAA title or anything. And just to clarify, Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon is not the same as Far Cry 3. It uses the same engine, but it's different. So, the link to the product will be on the document that is linked in the description, so go check that out and you can see all my parts. So if you do that, you'll have links to the newegg.com product page. So then I got down to the most important part of a gaming PC, which is the graphics card. The Sapphire AMD Radeon R9 270 Overclocked Edition with DualX cooling is what I chose. Now, the DualX cooler just means that it has Sapphire's special dual fan cooler, yada yada yada. But that just means better core temperatures and better overclocking performance, which I might use. I'm not sure. But it is already a pre-overclocked graphics card. This is the OC edition. So it already has a higher clock out of the box than the stock AMD R9 270. It has 2 GB of GDDR5 VRAM, which is perfect for 1080p gaming. And this was on special, coming with Battlefield 4. So I got Battlefield 4 for free with this graphics card. Now, that is an insane value for me. That right there just saved me $60. I was going to buy Battlefield 4 regardless. But when I saw this came with it, I got it. I was going to go with a about $40 cheaper graphics card and then buy Battlefield 4 separate. But when this came on special with Battlefield 4 during Black Friday, I couldn't resist. I got it and it ended up saving me $20, maybe more, over what I would have spent. So this card retails at $190. It is an insane bang for your buck graphics card. In fact, I think it's probably one of the best value graphics cards, performance to price ratio. Again, that is also linked on the document in the description. And on to the RAM. So for RAM, I got 8 GB of Vulkan DDR3 at 1600 MHz with a red heat spreader. Nothing special about this RAM, just has a red heat spreader. I'm not going to overclock it, although you probably could take it up to 1866 MHz. Although I'm not going to, I'm just going to keep it at 1600. And the biggest reason why I got this over like Corsair or G-Skill or any of that is this came on sale for $47. And so 2 4GB sticks for $47 is an insane value. So I picked that up, and I mean, hopefully it'll serve me well. I haven't really seen anything bad about it, so we'll see. Now for the power supply, I got the Rosewheel Green 630 watt 80 plus bronze certified power supply. This is an 80 plus certified power supply, as I said, and that means that it is power efficient enough to get the bronze certification. It is by Rosewheel, which is a very reputable company. They make everything from cases to power supplies, as you see here. and I've not really seen anything bad about any of their products. I think the lowest review I've seen is 3 eggs, which is 3 stars. So, I mean, this should be an insanely good power supply. It's 630 watts, so I'm going to have plenty of power for this system. So, I have plenty of headroom for overclocking and adding in extra stuff. And the biggest reason why I got this over a Cooler Master power supply, I was originally going to get a Cooler Master 650 watt power supply that was $55 retail, but this came on sale for $45 and I grabbed it. So I saved $10 there, and I mean, great value, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I don't care about 20 watts loss between 650 and 630. That doesn't make that big of a difference. Now for hard drive, I got a Western Digital Blue 1 terabyte, 7200 RPM with 64 megabytes of cache. Now, this is a very, very good hard drive from what I can tell. It's hard to find anything truly bad that anyone has said about this product. It has 1 terabyte of storage, which is plenty for me. I have a 750 gigabyte external drive, so I didn't need a fancy 3 terabyte. And it is plenty fast enough for my needs in my system, which is going to be gaming, video editing, but not like extreme video editing or anything, just 15-minute videos in 1080p. So with a 6-core processor combined with this hard drive and 8 gigabytes of RAM, I should be fine in that respect. And this should provide decent boot times, although nothing like an SSD. I might eventually get an SSD, but that's not going to be on top of my priority list. So I got this hard drive on sale. It is normally $70. I got it on sale for $55. So that is a great value there. So I went on and picked it up, and it should do very well. It's going to be holding Windows 8.1, so we'll see. Then for motherboard, I got an Asus M5A97R 2.0 AM3 Plus socket motherboard. As I said earlier, I love Asus. They always seem to make great things. Their motherboards are #1 rated in basically every category across the board. This will support all of my components and some extra, such as Crossfire, meaning that I can use 2 graphics cards, but I'm only going to be using 1. It has 6 gigabyte per second SATA 3 ports. I'm only going to be utilizing 1 at the moment, as well as some other things that I will not be utilizing. So this motherboard retails $84. It did not go on sale, so I got it for $84. It should be an excellent motherboard. I have not heard anything bad about it at all. It does not have an internal USB 3.0 connector, however, but there is a $10, $15 more version that does have that. So I will not be able to utilize USB 3.0 on the front of my case, but that is fine because I believe it has 2 USB 2.0. So that's perfectly fine. I don't really care. I'd rather save $15 than have 1 extra USB port. Seriously. So for my CPU cooler. Now, the one thing about AMD CPUs is that the included heatsink does its job, and it does it well, but it does not do very well at anything beyond stock speeds. And to be honest, you really are going to want to get an aftermarket CPU cooler if you want to get the best possible lifespan out of your CPU, because it'll keep your CPU much cooler. So I picked up the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo. Now this is another product that I have seen nothing bad about. It seems to be a very, very good CPU cooler. I cannot speak today. My thoughts are all getting jumbled up in my head. But back to the Cooler Master Hyper 212. It is an air cooler, not a water cooler. It is an air cooler with 4 direct contact heat pipes and 1 120mm fan blowing over aluminum heat fins that spread the heat out along with the heat pipes for the best heat dissipation possible. and it comes with everything you need. It comes with your thermal paste, mounting brackets, all that, so you won't have to buy any extra parts for this to be supported by a normal AMD motherboard. And I was going to get a $25 retail Rosewill CPU cooler, but this came on sale for $25, so I couldn't resist picking it up. I just wanted much better performance for the same price. So I got an excellent deal here on Black Friday, and I do not think I will regret that buy. So now CD/DVD drive. I got a Samsung DVD read writer combo. This is one of those $20 basic DVD burners that most gaming systems have. It does everything I need it to do, no more, no less. It'll load Windows, and that's pretty much all I'm going to use it for, because between Google Drive, Dropbox, and everything else, I don't need to use CDs and DVDs that much. I'm not going to be watching any movies on this, that's for sure. I mean, my PS3 is a perfectly good Blu-ray player, so yeah, I got this for 20 bucks off of Newegg. No sale on it, so then next we have my case, which is the NZXT Tempest 410 Elite. Now, this case normally retails for about $80. I caught it on sale for Black Friday for $60, which is the same price as the Corsair Carbide Series 200R, which is the case I was originally going to get. So this is a better case, more features, has a side panel window, but still maintains a nice clean look. And it also has dual front fans, as well as more mounting points for fans than the 200R. It is also slightly larger, and I like its overall look a little bit better. It also has a storage compartment on the top, which is handy. I'm not sure if I'll use it, but hey, it's there. And yeah, my operating system is Windows 8.1. It's debatable whether Windows 8 is better than Windows 7. I think I like Windows 7 better overall, but Windows 8.1 features improved performance in games via DirectX 11.2. So that means that your CPU is utilized better in Windows 8.1 than it is in Windows 7. So especially in games such as Battlefield 4, I mean, it can make a 20 frames per second difference, and that is a very large margin. So I went on, dropped in Windows 8.1 to my cart. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm definitely not going to get Windows 7 if I don't like Windows 8.1. I'm sure it'll grow on me. A lot of people said at first they hated it, but once you learn how to use it and figure out all the shortcuts and stuff, it's very easy to use. So, we'll see. So, the mouse that I got is a Rocket Cone Pure Gaming Mouse. Now, Rocket is relatively new to the American market. It is a German company, and it makes very good peripherals for gaming PCs. And the Rocket Cone Pure is their mid-level mouse. It is a laser mouse. It retails for $65, and it features a very nice laser sensor, and it is a very comfortable mouse. I have actually held it as it has already arrived at my house. It is extremely comfortable, very natural grip. You can hit all the thumb buttons easily, and overall I think it's going to be an excellent gaming mouse. It'll probably last me quite a while. And then for the mouse pad to complement the amazing mouse, I got the Rocket Taito. It's spelled T-A-I-T-O. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but it is a mid-size gaming mouse pad. It is about 1 foot square. That's much larger than I anticipated it being, and it features a very smooth surface on the top. The Rocket Cone Pure glides across it very easily with just the minimalist touch, if minimalist is even a word, and it just makes it very easy to be accurate with your clicks. Now, I wasn't going to get a $65 mouse. That was not part of my original budget, but it came on sale for $45, which is the same price as the Razer 20 or 3500, the Death Adder 3500. That's what I was going to get just because it was $45, which met my price range requirements. But when this came on sale for $45, I had already kind of had my eye on it. I had already heard a lot of good things about it on YouTube and other sites. And when this came on sale for $45, I grabbed it instantly. I mean, this is going to be an excellent mouse and mouse pad combo. The mouse pad is $15, just retail. So if you want a good mid-size mouse pad, this is an excellent choice. And yeah, so those are all my PC components. If you would like to go to the product pages on Newegg for the respective parts, go to the description. I'll have a document linked, and it will go to a PDF file, and you will be able to see all of my parts. And I mean, it's the exact outline that I used for this video. So I mean, you're seeing exactly what I'm looking at right now on my screen, and it has the links to each part. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Go on and subscribe to my channel so you can catch the rest of my Becoming a PC Gamer videos. There will be many to come. This is probably going to be a 20 video series. I'm going to be unboxing each part individually, and also I will be doing reviews of it, benchmark, and I'll do my gaming setup before PC and after I built my PC. And actually, I think my PS3 gaming system, or setup, I mean, is going up immediately after this video. I mean, I don't mean like I'm going to upload as soon as this one's uploaded. I mean like it's going to be the next in the series. So, yeah, this is Def Gandalf signing off. Later, guys.